God's not dead. All right. Okay. Well, this movie, A Matter of Faith, also takes place on a college campus, and that's where the battleground is. That's where the battleground of ideas is. That's where 95% of young people walk away from the faith, is on a secular university campus. So that's why this movie exists also on a college campus. And if you go see this movie, it gives you another pocket full of arguments to go to college campus. You know, I used to be an evolutionist, so you know, I had to seek my way out of the lies, and the answers are there. You know? Yeah. Oh, you know, it was the message of Jesus first. I mean, what Jesus said about humanity just totally hit everything that is being totally sound. And then I fought the scientific evidence for Genesis 1 to 11, global flood about 4,400 years ago. It's overwhelming. You know, you got marine fossils on top of Mount Everest, 29,000 feet up. You got legends all over. You got sedimentary rock covering so much of the land surface. The Grand Canyon is a canyon ripped through the Colorado Plateau. The only way you get plateaus is floods, and so over and over. It's just amazing. The physical evidence, anthropological evidence for global flood. It's overwhelming.
No, Mommy, I gave that to
science is great. And science is nothing we have to run from. I mean, our God's called omniscient, right? That means all science. So it's nothing we have to run from. And the science in the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, the book of Job, God asks Job about 80 questions. About half of those are very scientific. So, science in the Bible, good stuff. I mean, all right. That's a black rhino here. They're endangered. They're in Africa. Amazing animal. If I could take one thing away with this animal, it would be its ability to smell. Its sinuses, nasal cavity, nostrils, an amazing system to smell. It can smell us a half mile away, or if we're upwind, it can smell us a whole mile away. And people who track it and coach it, they'll take like baby powder, and they'll test the wind with it and make sure that they're not downwind from one another. Or upwind. 8 calves have been born here. This gal's name is Katie Rain. She hasn't answered to me yet today, but I believe that's her name. And the male here is a Jabu, and they had an offspring male called Rufa about 4 years ago. And there's been 8 calves born here, and this was the first one born in like 20 years. And they got small brains and small eyes. They're very nearsighted, but amazing sense of smell and amazing sense of hearing. They can rotate those ears and swivel them independently. And also very fast, 35 miles per hour, and very agile. Since they're short, they're kind of short, but they're really long. They can be like 12 feet long, but only like 4 or 5 feet tall, so they can turn on a dime, kind of like driving a sports car. Great for turning. Same with these guys. They can turn real quick. All right. Let's fill in those. How many? Okay, we didn't do our test yet. All right, see how you guys do. Black Rhino has a blank upper lip. Sounds like prehensile. Prehensile. That's it. Prehensile upper lip. Kind of like an elephant has a prehensile trunk. Prehensile means grasping. Kind of like a monkey can grasp with his tail. Elephant with his trunk. And these guys grasp twigs and branches. Okay, large nostrils. Half mile away. That's the answer there. Pachyderms, anyone know that? What pachyderm means? Dermis, anyone know what that is? Skin? What's that? No. Pachyderms, dermis is skin. They're thick skins. Rhinos, hippos, elephants have thick skin. These guys have like 2-inch thick skin under their neck. So when they fight each other, spar each other, and they like to put their horns under their neck and tear up, so they have like 2-inch thick skin under the neck. So pachydermis, thick skin. The rhino has extremely powerful neck to provide thrusting when attacking. So they have really big shoulder blades and a real powerful neck for a real good thrust. Been known to knock a train off a track. Very powerful. probably about 2,500 pounds there. The white rhino, again, up to about 8,000 pounds. So the white rhino is the big one today. Anyone been to the Creation Museum? All right. Anyone been to the Cincinnati Zoo? That's pretty close to there. All right. Anyone believe in unicorns? All right. Well, I'm here to tell you, the Cincinnati Zoo has a unicorn. You want to see a picture? Now, the scientific name for this guy is Rhinoceros unicornis. And unicorn means one horn, right? Well, he's got one horn. It's an Indian called the Great One-Horned Rhinoceros. Also, the Javan rhinoceros has one horn. In the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, you look up unicorn, you'll find rhinoceros. You look up rhinoceros, you find unicorn. Those words were kind of interchangeable back in the 1820s. What do you think of it now when I say unicorn? Horse with a horn, it looks beautiful and white, you know, okay. All right, you gotta go rainbow, sure. All right, well, we'll get into that too. Now, I want you to think of first place, second place, and third place, okay? The first place, rhino, in the fossil record, the largest land mammal is, boom, right there. See that black one? The largest land mammal found. Paraceratherium. It's a long word. They've changed that name recently. But there he is. 18 foot tall, 30 tons. Now, this next one is the Elasmotherium. There's fossil evidence for him, and also anthropological evidence for him, and cave painting evidence for him. And we're going to talk about him a little bit too. Anyone here at Chauvet Cave? Anyway, it's a cave they found in 1994. Amazing cave paintings found in France, the Chauvet Cave. And you can get some at the public library. Tons of cave paintings. Anyway, they have like 60 pictures of the woolly rhino. So there's a bunch of woolly rhinos. Now there's some great specimens of woolly rhinos found in a Polish tar pit. A great specimen found there. You find these woolly rhinos in rock quarries sometimes. Anyway, a lot of evidence for a lot of woolly rhinos. Does anyone think there's any kind of hairy rhino that lives today? Yes, no, maybe so? All right, well, it's a Sumatran rhino. It's got a lot of hair. And probably the closest relative of the woolly rhino. A lot of hair. Also called the hairy Asian rhino. Now this is what the Elasmotherium, what he probably looked like. There's cave evidence, fossil evidence, and stories written in like the 10th century. This is what Answers in Genesis thinks the unicorn is. Does anyone know how many times the unicorn gets mentioned in the Bible? 9 times. Okay, so you'll have unbelievers who say, what about your unicorn? You got all kinds of unicorns in the Bible. Yeah, we do. Now you got to look up the history of that word. Okay. Anyone tell me what this is?
It's the horn on a unicorn.
A unicorn horn. All right. Well, that's what it was marketed as. The Vikings marketed it to the Europeans and even like kings and queens, right? They marketed it as the great mystical unicorn's horn, and it can purify waters, poisonous waters. And they sold this for 10 times the value of gold. And they did that for hundreds of years, till in 1638, a European was traveling westward, and what did he find? A narwhal horn. Okay, and that crashed the market. But these are still worth a lot of money. And if you can find a real good one of these, you can get $30,000 for it. And then, do you know what price that horn goes for per pound? Any guess? Yeah. $30,000 a pound for that horn. See, it's been 800 years they're still using this and that horn for medicine in China.
Is that on the black market or for real?
Black market. Yeah. black market in Vietnam. That's probably where they're moving most of it. But that's a 2-year salary. So if you can get one of those horns, that's a 2-year salary. So you see why it's being poached. And you think it's easier or hard to kill these guys? Hard. You got a good gun and you wait by the water hole. Not hard. So they're easily poached. And now they thought out, well, let's cut the horn off, and then these poachers will say, well, why would I kill a hornless rhino? And they kill them anyway because they don't want to waste their time tracking a hornless rhino next time they're tracking a rhino. So it's bad, I know, but money, the love of money is through all evil. So they're out there, it's broad path, but well, we got the answers, and we could tell them, you know, if it's just made of keratin, you might as well use human teeth and hair. You know, we got that in excess. But anyway, the white rhino's coming back big. The black rhino's coming back pretty good too. These Asian rhinos are hurting more. And I think I got that. One more I didn't touch. Oh, here's a rhino horn there. And it is, the center of it has like calcium and melanin and calcium, and it makes it stronger in the center. Kind of like a pencil with the soft wood, and then the lead is more firm. So, and this, in doing this study, this is like an amazing design. This narwhal tusk, it's like a tube, like our tube turned inside out. There's like 10 million nerve endings on the outside, and it might be able to measure the salinity of the water, all kinds of things. This is fascinating, scientists, to this day. So if you want to look up something, check out the design on that. It is amazing. Anyway, you guys got any questions? I know I'm missing something. But I tell you what, we're talking about cave art. Petroglyphs, pictographs, cave art of dinos with man. I got a 12-page article from Genesis Park, and it's got great information on man with, I mean, how could a cave artist draw a dinosaur with a man if he missed him by 64 million years? It's silly, doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Well, I just the Egyptian said that they actually killed Guardians.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, yeah. I heard that too.